What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Yours truly, Kendrick McKnight here, back again with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Conversations with yours truly, Kendrick McKnight here, episode 11. And this time, your boy is solo, man. Episode 11 by myself, and I have a couple WWE, WWE topics for you guys today, man. And we're gonna get it started, man. Okay. I have been it's been an honor, blessed to say that we're episode 11. Episode 11. We're on episode 11 here, man, and honored to say that I have done my 10. If I had it my way, I will be on episode 20, maybe even possibly 30. You know what I'm saying? I've reached out to so many people to do this, man, but I was able to get 10 in. That's all that really matters. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Episode 11, yours truly by myself. And let's get into it. Let's get into it. So you guys obviously know I'm one of the biggest WWE fans in the world. In the world, ladies and gentlemen. And what are we talking about first? What's the first topic? What are we talking about, Ken? You know, we're gonna be talking about the former, the former WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. Now, Roman Reigns was the champion in the WWE for approximately 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, running the game since 2020 when he came back in SummerSlam 2020 against The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Braun Strowman at that Extreme Rules pay-per-view. And since then until now, he was running the game, defeating guys like Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Edge, Daniel Bryan, John Cena, Brock Lesnar on multiple occasions, Jey Uso, and the list goes on and on. And what about Roman Reigns? What about Roman Reigns are we going to be talking about? He lost his championship against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, at the show of shows, WrestleMania 40, arguably the greatest WrestleMania moment of all time in that Avengers-like style with the returns of John Cena, uh, The Undertaker, and even The Rock. The final boss, The Rock, inserting himself as well. So that was an amazing moment. And ultimately, Cody Rhodes avenged his loss from WrestleMania 39 and captured the undisputed WWE title, ending the historic 1,316-day reign of Roman Reigns. And just looking back, it was a solid reign. Definitely got stale at some handful of moments in his reign, but overall, man, I personally enjoyed the reign. This is something that we'll probably never see again in modern time. This was our Hogan. This was our Bruno Sammartino. This was our this generation's John Cena type reign right here, man. Even CM Punk back in 2011, 2012, man, like it was an amazing time. And Roman Reigns has been on WWE television since WrestleMania 40, but it's been rumors that he will be returning very, very soon in the buildup of SummerSlam 2024 in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio for SummerSlam 2024, man. And the question that I have for you guys, and we're going to be talking about, is should he return continuing his heel persona, or should he come back as a babyface? My personal opinion, I feel like he should be coming back as a babyface. Now, Roman Reigns was a heel, a monster heel, an amazing heel during his forerun as champion. Um, and that's when you really started to put respect on his craft, his work ethic, what he does in the ring, not just in ring work, but also on the mic. Because everybody knows when Roman Reigns first started in the WWE 2012, 2013, especially when he was on his own 2015, 2016, Roman Reigns was not the best on the mic. But once he became the tribal chief and become champion, especially throughout those 3 years, his work definitely got improved, and you can tell that he actually worked on his craft, and it showed, especially during the whole Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso situation when they was breaking up and going back at it. Sami Zayn, LA Knight, John Cena even. So Roman Reigns has definitely worked on his craft and definitely worked and pound that pavement to be better on the mic and in ring and just being a whole character. His whole aura and just swagger definitely has been missed. But I feel like he should be coming back as a babyface for sure because eh, as one persona for 4 whole years, that's a lot. And after a while, like I said, stated earlier, during that whole reign, it did become stale because we're seeing the same Roman Reigns over and over and over and over again. It's the same formula within his matches, needing help to win, needing help to win against Jey Uso with Jimmy interfering, even LA Knight, even uh, with Edge when Seth Rollins interfered at Money in the Bank 2021, right? Like it was insane, insane. Like the only people that I can truly say that he lost when he beat cleanly was what John Cena at SummerSlam 2021, Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38 for the unification titles. Um, even Logan Paul, he didn't even have help for Logan Paul, bro. That's insane. That's crazy work. But it's the same formula throughout those 4 years with Roman Reigns, needing Solo Sikoa, needing Jey Uso, needing Paul Heyman, needing Jimmy Uso, um, the same things. So I feel like a new character, a new formula, a new shtick can work. If everybody remembers when WWE, well, Vince was forcing Roman Reigns to be our guy, it wasn't it wasn't working. And as a babyface, you should be getting cheered. You're getting booed out of the building because you're getting force fed to us for us to like you. And that doesn't, it's kind of like LA Knight, right? LA Knight worked up the ranks and had this process and had this momentum. You know what I mean? When he gets cheered now, it's organic. It's his rise became organic. When he first came into the WWE, he had his little run in NXT, came to the main roster. Still, nobody was really popping for him like that for real. Like he had to work up to that. You know what I mean? And then when he had his Bray Wyatt match, the match itself wasn't, crisp, but during that whole thing with Bray Wyatt, The Undertaker, it was organic for us to cheer and go for LA Knight. So now it's yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? So everybody loves LA Knight, right? LA Knight. It's organic. It became easy to cheer and go for him, right? And it wasn't like that for Roman Reigns in the beginning, 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, and even 19. You know what I mean? He started really building traction like that as far as you as a fan gaining his respect during the Thunderdome era, you know what I mean, when he came back. But even then, it's like he still had to work towards that. You know what I mean? So I think him coming back as a babyface would definitely be new, it's fresh, and going after this new bloodline 2.0 with Solo Sikoa and the whole 9 yards, man. And so I think that would be very important. We're clearly going to see a bloodline versus bloodline match with the OG that we as fans are used to with the Usos and Roman Reigns and against Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and my man. I can't remember his name off top. But we're going to see that possibly at War Games, possibly, maybe. I know that's like 4-on-4. Is that 4-on-4 or 5-on-5? So each team we needs an extra guy. So I think that's the direction that we're going to head to. And of course, we are going to see eventually Roman Reigns and The Rock. Now, I know that was the direction that Triple H was going to go to this past WrestleMania, and I feel like he made the greatest decision by swerving that and letting Cody Rhodes have his moment at WrestleMania 40 and having his redemption story, um, which I absolutely love. Like I remember crying when Cody Rhodes won, bro. Like I know what it's like. Like me personally, I know what it's like to have a parent pass away, and now it's on to you to carry on that legacy and to carry the vision of what that parent wanted and needed to have for you to have. You know what I mean? So I get that, and I resonated with that for Cody. You know what I mean? And so when he finally won and beat the odds and finally raised that championship and gave it to his mother, the only parent that he has left, that yeah, that got me. You know what I mean? So I'm a Cody Rhodes fan. I am a Cody Rhodes mark. You know what I mean? So doesn't mean that I'm not a fan of Roman Reigns. Like I love Roman Reigns just as much. Cody Rhodes is just my guy. You know what I mean? So I definitely see a third match eventually with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns for the title somewhere down the line. Now it's being rumored that it's going to be a The Rock Cody Rhodes match at WrestleMania 41. It's so weird, man. It's so weird how many parallels there are with Cody Rhodes and John Cena. It's kind of weird and it's kind of I ain't gonna say it's like lackadaisical to just rewrite history like that with John Cena and Cody Rhodes, and their stories are just so different. You know what I mean? Like similar to John Cena losing at WrestleMania 28 to The Rock, similar to how Cody Rhodes lost to Roman Reigns at 39. Just the way how that went down. They won the Royal Rumble. That following Royal Rumble, back to back with it, right? To have that redemption at WrestleMania 40. Cena, WrestleMania 29. You know what I mean? Uh, getting the championship, redeeming themselves. The Fate retirement. AJ Styles just recently, last week, um, faking his retirement against Cody and getting his shot. Mark Henry back in the day, 2013, on John Cena. Very similar, right? And then the following WrestleMania, the following Raw after WrestleMania, going back to WrestleMania 27, the main event was John Cena and The Miz for the title. The Miz felt so unnecessary. All it was about was The Rock and John Cena. Then the Monday Night Raw after Mania, they finally said it. Cena, The Rock at WrestleMania 28. And what happened the night after WrestleMania 40? The Rock, Cody Rhodes having their standoff and The Rock saying, I'm gonna be back, whether you have the title or not. And what possible show can that match happen on? WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, the Allegiant Stadium. There's so many weird parallels, and I don't want to come across as that guy as they're saying they just copy and pasting history, and what John Cena did. That's what Cody Rhodes is now. You know what I mean? Like Cody Rhodes and John Cena are two total different entities. You know what I mean? Their stories are different, and it's just like that aspect of it. I don't really care for it, but you know, it is what it is, man. So definitely, man, Roman Reigns should definitely come back as a babyface, bro. And this time, the crowd will actually cheer him for real as a babyface because it will come across so organic. So that's my take on that. So next up, you have Cody Rhodes, right? Cody Rhodes, I mentioned Cody Rhodes won the championship at WrestleMania 40. And like I said, one of the greatest, arguably the greatest moment in WrestleMania history and just wrestling history, period. Right. And here we are in June. And how can you rate? What are you guys' ratings for his title reign so far? Has it been good? Has it been great? Has it been trash? Has it been garbage? Garbo? The worst thing that you've ever seen in your entire life? Has it been that way? To me, I feel like the presentation of Cody Rhodes has been absolutely amazing. Obviously, the woes within his music and his interests has been amazing. The match qualities has been top tier. You know what I mean? You know, with AJ PLEs anyway. You have AJ Styles at Backlash. Like probably it's up there already as one of the best matches in WWE so far, and just wrestling history in wrestling period in 2024. Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. Then you have King and Queen of the Ring against Logan Paul. People just boo boo on Logan Paul so easily based off of where he comes from. He's the outsider coming into WWE, being like everybody else. But you have to put respect on Logan Paul's name for just the the crowd that he worked on and being better and getting in there with guys like Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, even Ricochet, even Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to put respect on his name. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to like his character like at all, but just his presence, him working on the mic. You can tell he worked on the mic. Like yeah, he's done a lot better. Um, Interacting with the crowd, dissing the crowd and stuff like that, just like heel type stuff as he's supposed to do. So I love that, you know. And as far as Cody Rhodes, man, like I love the, like I said, the presence, the aura, and what he's doing so far right now as the champion. However, I present this question to you guys: like, should Cody Rhodes eventually become a heel, whether during his championship run right now or eventually down the road before he retires? Me personally, I feel like he should, um, because in today's WWE, man, you have such a weird like time frame on when to turn someone, and to also say like you have a weird time frame of how someone can still be over with the crowd. Um, because I remember so many times back in 2015, 2016, where the crowd was just obviously, shitting on Roman Reigns, him being champion, him being champion, him being champion. And Dean Ambrose should be the guy. Dean Ambrose should be that person. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the Shield triple threat at Battleground, right? Even before that, like which pay-per-view was that? I think it was Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank, Money in the Bank, 2015, 2016. It was Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins for the World Championship, WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's what I was calling it then, right? And the match was fire. Seth Rollins won, right? Now, prior to that, the first match of the night was the Money in the Bank. You had Alberto Del Rio, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, and the winner, Dean Ambrose. He won the Money in the Bank. So the crowd, so Vince McMahon back there was listening to the crowd. You guys want this guy as champion? Okay, cool. He's going to win the Money in the Bank. He got the Money in the Bank. First match of the night. He did it. He beat Jericho. He beat Zayn, KO, Alberto Del Rio, Cesaro. He beat all those guys. He did it. He finally rise to the top. Now, what is he going to do? When is he going to cash in? He cashed in that very night on his Shield brothers. Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns clean. Clean. One of the very few people that can say they beat Roman Reigns clean. Seth freaking Rollins defeated Roman Reigns that night. 1, 2, 3, became the champion. Dean Ambrose music hits. He hits him with the dirty deeds and becomes the champion. The crowd is amazing right now, just popping all over the world, right? So WWE, listen to you guys. You guys want this man crowned? Okay, cool. We're gonna give it to you. Months later, they're shitting on Dean Ambrose just that quick. SummerSlam that same year against Dolph Ziggler. I remember that match because it was one of my favorite matches on that card. Period. I remember that. I remember the whole six-pack challenge. This is when the initial first draft before I don't even know. I don't even remember the last draft before 2016. This is the modern day draft. I remember that. I remember the first SmackDown. Everybody was around the ring, Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan in the ring. This is a new era. This is a new era led by Dean Ambrose. This is the man. This is the guy that everybody wanted as champion. Dolph Ziggler wins the six pack challenge that night against, I think Apollo Crews was in there, John Cena was in there, Randy Orton was in there. For some reason, I don't know why Randy Orton was even in the match because he already had a match planned, sealed, and delivered against Brock Lesnar at that SummerSlam. Why he wasn't in that match, I don't know why, but as an extra body, I guess. But Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, John Cena, Randy Orton, and somebody else, and Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler wins that six pack challenge. Amazing, giving other stars, giving other people opportunities to have high quality matches. And me personally, I thought that match was like pretty top tier, but people were shitting on the match. Not only the match, but Dean Ambrose as well. Oh, he's boring. He's this. He's that. He's not championship material. But this is the same guy that y'all was pushing to be champion, bro. That's insane. That's insane. Crazy. So I give you guys that story to go back to Cody Rhodes. Like, I'm so surprised he's not getting booed now. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 whole years being a baby face. You know how hard it is to be a baby face in today's era? Social media, everybody thinking they know everything, right? The fans being so fickle, like it's extremely hard to be that genuine guy that you want to cheer for, that genuine guy that you want to win all the time. It's hard, extremely hard. And I put so much respect on Cody Rhodes' name, man, for not only coming back, but even before that, by leaving. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily stayed and be content with the position that he was at, being Stardust, only getting the Intercontinental title or the US title, tag team titles. You know what I mean? Like he could have easily did that, but no, he wanted to carve his own name, be his own man. Left, did all these indie shows, went to Impact, went to Japan, and ultimately created AEW, did his thing there, came back home to WWE. Now look at him go, he's a legit star. You have to put respect on that. You know what I mean? So I definitely think a heel Cody Rhodes is needed eventually. Right now, I don't see it because he's on an amazing run right now. But I feel like he should turn heel at least once during his WWE reign, his WWE time, before his contract ends. You know what I'm saying? Like it's deserved. You know what I mean? Imagine, bro. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that 2 WrestleMania matches with Roman Reigns as him being a babyface and Roman Reigns being a heel. Imagine the third match flip a heel Cody Rhodes against a babyface Roman Reigns. That would be crazy, and that's money, bro. And based off of how they execute that story, that's cinema. Might be the best thing they ever done. Maybe the best match they ever do in that trilogy. That would be crazy. Because you can't tell the same story 3 times in a row. It has to be some type of evolution within the characters. It has to be something different. You know what I mean? If you continuously give us the same thing over and over, it's like, okay, cool. You know, okay, we've seen this before. You know, same dynamic. Okay, cool. You know, uh, I'll watch it, but it has to be different. And like I said earlier, I see a Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes match eventually happening, possibly during Cody's reign or not. But I do see it happening, man. I do see it happening. And The Rock and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41 is pretty much locked, So Cody Rhodes is gonna get his win back, pretty much, because WrestleMania 28, John Cena lost to The Rock clean, and The Rock pinned Cody Rhodes in that tag match, night one, WrestleMania. We all remember. And what did John Cena do at the following WrestleMania 29 for the title? He got his win back. So Cody Rhodes is gonna get his win back at WrestleMania 41. And that's another thing, like that makes it so predictable. Like we know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And I don't want this reign to just have this asterisk to it. Like we already know what's gonna happen. We're just copying John Cena's legacy. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that. Not really a fan of that. But I am a fan of Cody Rhodes, man, and I'm loving um this reign of his. You know, like I said with the AJ Styles match, Logan Paul is probably going to be a rematch with him and AJ Styles at Clash of the Castle. If not, possibly at Money in the Bank, and maybe, maybe at SummerSlam as well. If not, I see Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. So we'll see about that. But in the end, man, I do see Cody Rhodes eventually being a heel. Now, my last topic, WWE, is this. Becky Lynch, the last kisser, the man, big time Bex. Becky Lynch is officially a free agent, and it's everybody's speculating. Like, is she retiring? Is she going to AEW? Is she going to New Japan? Uh, Impact? Like, what is she doing? First of all, I'm here to tell you she's not going absolutely nowhere. Like, I don't see Becky Lynch crossing over. She's not Sasha Banks. She's not doing all the. Oh, excuse my language. Excuse my language. Mercedes Monet. She's not Mercedes Monet. Okay, she's not going anywhere. She's going home to be a mother. She just came out with a book, so uh, financially she gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like she gonna be good. She's good. Like her and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins obviously is still on contract, but even Seth Rollins, like they are going to be a family right now, bro. Like let them do it. They've been carrying WWE for 10 years, a decade, bro. Becky for the women's division and Seth in the men's division. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do what they have to do, you know. So I don't see Becky Lynch leaving at all. She's a multi-time women's champion, already a Hall of Famer. Um, put on bangers after bangers after bangers. You know, like it's like with Trish Stratus, Lita, um, Becky, Bianca Belair, bro. Even Liv, even Liv Morgan, bro. In this steel cage match, that was solid, solid, man. Like Becky Lynch is a Hall of Famer, a legit Hall of Famer. I don't see Becky Lynch leaving whatsoever, man. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right? Because she's in fact a locker room leader in there. You know, with guy with excuse me, with women, with the young generation such as Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. You know what I'm saying? Even in NXT, you know, with Fallon Henley, Roxanne Perez, Nikki Lyons. Uh, yeah, that's all I remember. You know what I'm saying? I remember faces, but like I'm not really good with all the women out there in NXT. But you know, she's locker room presence. She is that leader. I can't see Becky Lynch leaving WWE like at all. Like I don't see Becky Lynch coming back to WWE to maybe the Royal Rumble, maybe Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, maybe. But I, I think she's going to take a lot of time on her own and reflect on her career, on her life, and ultimately she will be returning to the WWE. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to be an extra thing. This is going to be an extra thing that I'm going to talk about before I end this video. The Boston Celtics, Dallas Mavericks tonight, game one, ABC, 8:30 Eastern. And me personally, bro, I have the Boston. I have the Dallas Mavericks, bro. I have the Dallas Mavericks winning tonight. Not just tonight, but a series in 6 games. In 6 games, because history tells us that the Boston Celtics are just not that good. You know what I mean? Like everybody's saying, like it was a cakewalk to the finals. You know what I'm saying? Who did they beat in the first round? I know for sure it was a sweep. It was a sweep, right? It was a sweep. It was a sweep. Their best competition was who? Best competition was what? Miami without Jimmy Butler. Like, you know what I mean? But while Dallas was on the West Coast battling it out against the OKC Thunder, um, who did they face, man? They didn't face Denver. T Wolves, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was insane. It was crazy. And Kyrie a dog, Luca a dog. I've never I've been alive on this earth for 26 years, about to be 27. I've never seen a player that's so slow and still a bucket and still can put up 30, 40 points. I've never seen that in my life. He plays at his own space and still puts up 20 balls, 30 balls, 40 balls. Luca is different. Luca is crazy. Luca is just one of the best players right now in the league. And I feel like with him and Kyrie's skill set and playmaking abilities, bro, Mavs and six. Mavs and six, me personally. With Lively and is Hardaway gonna be playing? Like, is he still hurt, bro? I think Hardaway didn't play against the T-Wolves at all. I think he hurt. I think. Yeah, but you still have the big boy name, man. Not Lively, but somebody else. What's the other big boy? Dang. They're gonna be straight. They're gonna be straight. Dallas is gonna be straight, man. With those two icons right there. And now I'm not, you know, man, I'm not taking nothing away with Boston Celtics, bro. Like JT is one of my favorite players, even though he went to Duke University. JT is one of my favorite players. Jaylen Brown is nothing to play with. Al Horford, Drew Holiday, their best pickup. And in my opinion, everybody talks about JT, Jaylen Brown. Like, I feel like Drew Holiday is up there as far as the most important piece on that team defensively. Um, uh, Porzingis as well. Like, they doing their thing. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is Boston is not that deep. That's my thing, and I feel like that's gonna be Boston's destruction against this deep Dallas Mavericks team. You know what I'm saying? Boston is a solid 6, 7, maybe 8 player team, where Dallas is 12, maybe 11. That's a lot of fresh legs for a tired Luca or a tired Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? And so I definitely got Dallas, bro. Like, Dallas is just solid. Dallas is solid. Now, did I have Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals when they first started? Hell no, I didn't. I had Denver repeating. If not Denver, I had OKC. I wanted someone different. I like them young boys, SGA, Chet, Dort, um, all those cats, man. So I definitely had them winning, either them um or Denver repeating. And in the West, it was either Boston or Milwaukee. Injuries is the reason why Milwaukee lost in the first round, but it is what it is. Injuries are part of the game. I'm not really tripping about that, right? But yeah, I definitely got Dallas, man. Dallas is just too powerful to me as far as, like, offensively, and that powerhouse up in the backcourt with Luca and Kyrie is going to be the tone setter. And I feel like in order for Boston to edge and get the victory and get the trophy. It's not about over offensive play them. It's about defense. Who can Drew Holiday stop Luka Doncic? Absolutely not. You can't stop that juggernaut. But my thing is, you have to be able to contain him. You know what I'm saying? Rather than get 30 points, shooting 75% from the field. Okay, cool. Get him to about 21, 22, shooting 50. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't stop that guy like at all. Like it's not possible. It's not possible at all. But my thing is being able to contain him, right? Uh, same with Kyrie Irving. Same with Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Like once Kyrie starts dancing on you, it's over. It's a done deal. You're done. You're done, son. But I feel like containing those guys and being able to at least lessen the load on the offensive um, part of the ball for them and forcing guys like a Lively or all those guys to put up shots. That's going to be the edge for Boston. You know what I'm saying? Forcing other guys to shoot, forcing other guys to make up points and getting on the floor. Max Kleber, you know what I'm saying? Guys like that, man. So that's I think that would be the edge for Boston, maybe defense. And for Dallas, all they got to do is just go out there and do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like for Boston, I feel like you just have to outscore Boston. For Dallas, you have to outscore Boston for real. Like same thing. You can't stop JT. JT is going to make his numbers. He's going to get his numbers regardless. But containing him would be the best option to do. And do what you got to do. If he makes a shot and you have the greatest defense on him of all time and still makes it, that's just what it is. Jason Tatum is just that great. Even though he went to Duke, even though he went to Duke, you know what I'm saying? But whatever. But yeah, I got the Dallas Mavericks winning the series in 6 games, bro. And that's that. 6 games. Boston is going down. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's going to be a great series for sure, back and forth. And I'm intrigued. I'll be in tune for sure. But yeah, conversations with yours truly, Kendrick not here, episode 11. But the thing is, this is part 1, guys. This is the sports. This is going to be the sports part of episode 11. And I'll do part 2, which is going to be like serious topics, stuff like the importance of self-care, healthy gym habits that I do that you guys could possibly, copy and paste. The journey. This is a tough one for me. The journey of forgiving myself for my dad, and what do I mean by that? Like, obviously, for the people that watch my channel, for the people that actually watch my channel, you guys know that my dad passed away 10 years ago. And for a very long time, 10 years, it's been a very hard journey as far as forgiving myself, as far as not texting or calling him enough while he was here. That I used to beat myself up for that a lot. And never once throughout this entire 10 years did I even attempt to forgive myself for that. I just held that burden within myself for a very long time. And this year, 2024, on the road to his 11th anniversary of his death, I'm finally at a point where I can say I'm at least starting that process of forgiving myself. I'm nowhere near there yet, but I will break down that process for you guys in part 2 of episode 11 of Conversations with yours truly. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys liked it or like it. And I hope you guys like this one too. Conversations with yours truly, Kendrick McKnight here, episode 11. Cody Rhodes, should he turn heel before his retirement? Should Roman Reigns return, continuing his babyface, continuing his heel persona? Or should we have a new persona, a new formula, babyface Roman Reigns? And who you guys got tonight? Game 1, NBA Finals. And who do you guys have in the NBA Finals? Ultimately, I got Dallas in 6, bruh. What about you? And until my next video, yes, sir.